Hello everyone, this is Veronica from BehindTheCake.com, and today I'm going to show you how to decorate an easy cake that you can use either for a wedding or for an anniversary. And this is the easiest cake that you can decorate. We're going to be using a pistachio cake. So for this recipe we're going to need flour, sugar, milk, egg white, butter, salt, baking soda, baking powder, pistachios, and some cream of tartar. Let's get started. We're gonna put the butter.
The buttercream?
Let me help you. Hold. There you go. Now we're gonna put the sugar.
Me.
Yes, you can do it. Put it in there.
No. Let go.
Okay. There we go. And we're gonna put this to mix. In the meantime, we're gonna put the flour, 2 pinches of salt, the baking soda, baking powder, we're gonna peel the pistachios and we're gonna put it on a food processor. We're gonna grind them. Let's grind the pistachios for about 30 seconds to a minute, and we're gonna add just a couple of spoons to the dry ingredients, and we're gonna continue grinding our pistachios until we get a very fine grain. Now that the pistachios are grinded into very small pieces, we're gonna add them to the dry ingredient mix. The vanilla is creamed with the sugar, and we're gonna add the eggs and the vanilla, and we're gonna mix them together until they're well incorporated. We're gonna follow with the dry ingredients. We're gonna add them like in 3 parts. It's a part of dry ingredients and the milk. Once again, dry ingredients, milk, dry ingredients, and we're gonna finish with the milk. On a separate bowl, we're gonna whip the egg whites with the cream of tartar until we get soft peaks. And we're gonna fold it into our batter. Divide it in 3 and bake it at 350 degrees for around 40 minutes. Let's start decorating. I'm gonna start by applying some buttercream on the bottom. This is just so my cake has something to stick to. And I'm gonna put the first layer. When you cut the top of your cake, you need to do it straight so you have a flat surface, so you don't have a hard time leveling the cake later. I'm using the offset spatula to spread the buttercream. In this case, it's okay if you push the icing outside the circumference of the cake, because we're gonna be covering the whole cake with the same buttercream. You just go around and try to smooth it out. Right there, I'm gonna add the second layer of bread. You're gonna center it, and we're gonna apply the second layer of frosting. Then now I'm gonna add the third layer. A trick so you don't get the crumbs of the cake, you put the spatula, you push forward and then back, and you lift up. Take a look and it's level. Okay, so now I'm gonna start working on the sides, and what I'm gonna do is just apply a little layer of buttercream just to make sure that all the crumbs stick to this first layer of buttercream and I don't get the crumbs on the final coat, which is the one that you see at the end of you see when the cake is done. All I'm doing right here is just, like I said, push forward and back, forward and back. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this cake to the fridge and put it there for about 15 minutes. And one thing I am gonna recommend is that if you get crumbs on your buttercream, don't put it back in your bowl, because if you do that, the whole buttercream is gonna get those crumbs and you're not gonna be able to use it, or if you use it, you're gonna get the crumbs in the final coat, so don't do that. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back with the cake. It's very chilled, like for 15 minutes, and if you touch it, you can actually put your finger and nothing comes off. Apply the second and last layer of buttercream all around the cake. For this cake, it doesn't have to be super smooth, the icing, so we're gonna start adding the decoration. I'm gonna grab the buttercream and I'm gonna go up and down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you can add more buttercream to get the texture. Once you finish, let's clean the board. You can use the spatula and then a piece of paper. In the meantime, if you want, what you can do is start bringing in the excess towards the center. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the fridge and I'll come back. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna prepare the fresh flowers to put it on top of the cake. So we have the flower, we cut the stem. We're just gonna insert the wire in the middle of the flower, like so. You fold it and twist it around. Once you have it like this, and we're gonna be covering the wire with it, with a floral tape. There you have it. Put two of them together and I'm gonna hold them with the wire again. Well, it was in the fridge for about 10 minutes and it's hard already. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna smooth out the top. If I will have some excess right here, I will use this spatula and bring it over, or just go around the cake like so and just cutting the excess. As you can see, I get the buttercream. And if you have any gaps, well, you can use the same buttercream and smooth it out. So now I'm gonna start adding the flowers, and I'm gonna use, this is a bubble straw, Wherever I decide to put the flowers, that's where I'm gonna push the straw in, and I'm gonna cut it. Just push it in all the way. If the wire is too long, just cut it. That's perfectly fine. Bend the wire. Once again, bend the wire. There we go. Put this one in there. And then fold this one, bend it a little bit, and put it in there, like so. If you see any spots where you can add more flowers, just go ahead and add them. And there you have it. It's ready. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. The information is in the description box below. Thank you. We'll see you next time.